In many regions of Europe, Asia, Africa, and beyond, tourist dollars are a significant contributor to the economy and a major source of tax revenue for the state. While the financial benefits of becoming a popular tourist site are evident, there are also several disadvantages to consider. Some of the world's most cherished destinations are struggling under the weight of over-tourism, which has repercussions for locals and visitors alike. It can dampen the city's economy and ecology, as well as the spirits of tourists whose chances for fun have been curtailed by the presence of fellow visitors and bylaws enacted to protect locals. So for today's topic, we will be taking a look at the top 10 most overcrowded touristic spots. We'll find out more in today's video, so don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more traveling videos. 1. Dubrovnik. The city of Dubrovnik in Croatia has benefited greatly from the attention that the HBO series Game of Thrones has brought to it. Fans of the show have begun flocking to an area called Old City, which was utilized as King's Landing, spurred on by tour guides and other media. The local community of Dubrovnik has struggled to keep up with the tens of thousands of annual tourists who flock there. Even though there are less than 2,000 permanent residents, it's easy to see why the city's stores, restaurants, and other service providers are having trouble meeting the demands of the influx of tourists. 2. Boracay. It's no secret that Boracay is a hotspot for tropical vacationers. After all, it's one of the Philippines' most picturesque islands. It gained notoriety as a hotspot for rowdy beach parties over time, which, as is usually the case, attracted an excessive number of tourists and started harming the local ecosystem. As a result of trash, sewage issues, and a few other factors, the island was closed for around half of 2018. Although it is now open to tourists again, the government has placed severe limits on the number of people it will accept at any given time, 6,000 instead of the previous 19,000. 3. Bali. Ever since the 2006 publication of Eat, Pray, Love, Elizabeth Gilbert's trip novel, Bali's annual tourist numbers have increased dramatically. Many people have heard of Bali, Indonesia, even if they haven't read the book or watched the movie starring Julia Roberts, because of its famed beaches and rich culture, which leaves most tourists feeling emotionally and intellectually fulfilled. Over-tourism, however, has negative effects on everyone concerned. Littering endangers the island's natural beauty, leaves inhabitants at a loss in their backyard, and forces tourists to jostle with crowds to accomplish anything. 4. Rome. The city of Rome is unique in the world since it has so many important works of art, buildings, and religious sites. The fact that it is also one of the most visited places on Earth is not surprising. Yet, some visitors find it challenging to fall in love with the city because of the seemingly endless throng. Overcrowding poses obvious safety concerns, and it's frustrating to have to fight your way through crowds while you're trying to relax on vacation. 5. Barcelona. Located in Spain, Barcelona is a stunning metropolis. With a population of little over 2 million, it attracts over 30 million tourists each year. It's renowned for its beauty and is often included among Europe's most desirable places to visit, but the city's oversaturation with tourists is becoming increasingly problematic. Crowds of tourists make it difficult for locals and visitors alike to enjoy Barcelona's sights. Some of the city's most popular streets are nearly impossible to navigate. 6. Amsterdam. Amsterdam is a top tourist destination for many people all over the world. It's no surprise that the streets are crowded with tourists, given that Amsterdam is home to the canals of Amsterdam, one of the most famous tourist sites in all of Europe, and has a thriving art scene. Over 18 million visitors came to experience it in 2018, giving residents reason to fear being outnumbered. Dutch authorities have decided to stop marketing their country as a whole to tourists to control the influx of visitors. 7. Venice. Venice is one of the most visited cities in Italy, and one of the most visited cities in Europe and the globe. A lot of people come from all over the world to see the canals because they've heard it's a beautiful and romantic experience. Unfortunately, it seems that the city's frequent throngs diminish the pleasure that tourists, and even locals, might take in their time there. The City Council has instituted a new entry fee for day trippers, the amount of which is determined by the population of the city. 8. Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is an Incan citadel perched on the peak of a mountain in Peru. Tourists come from all over the world to see the profound spiritual importance of historic buildings and sites. Over the past few years, daily visitor numbers have averaged over 5,000, well above the UNESCO recommended maximum of 2,500. The sheer volume of visitors makes it difficult for the locals to keep the region safe from disrespectful sightseers who damage the landmarks by climbing on them, stealing pieces from them, and leaving behind graffiti and other forms of vandalism. New ticketing policies have been adopted by the officials to try to get ahead of this problem, allowing guests to stay for a maximum of 4 hours during a designated period. However, there are many other attractions in Peru to fill the time if you choose not to visit Machu Picchu. 9. Santorini Island. This Greek island of Santorini has a secret life. It's peaceful, tranquil, and easygoing outside of tourist season, but a completely different world when the crowds arrive. Thousands upon thousands of visitors from all over the world have crammed into this tiny space. Others come for the non-stop partying that dominates the nightlife scene, while some come for the stunning sights, such as the natural surroundings and the unique, whitewashed buildings. Since the city wasn't ready for the 66% increase in overnight guests that the last 5 years have brought them, over-tourism has become a threat to the lifestyle of the local population and the overall aesthetic of the city. There are plenty of other great party destinations outside Santorini, so it might be best to forego it if you're seeking a good time. 10. Paris. Paris, the most visited city in France, is often one of the first European locations that spring to mind when people think of taking a vacation. The city's widespread appeal is understandable, given that it provides a wide variety of opportunities. Catacombs aside, the city is known for its delectable cuisine, historical significance, groundbreaking art, and even some distinctively eerie things. In Paris, I've never felt like I was at a loss for things to see and do. But now, over-tourism has emerged as a serious issue. The staff at the Louvre Museum recently went on strike because of the overwhelming number of visitors. The museum has since reopened after negotiations between union officials and management, but the incident serves as a reminder of how bad the crowds can become in the French capital. We've reached the end of this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you soon with a brand new update.